missed an opportunity to win a game against a really quality opponent on the road. We had our opportunities, but in all three phases we didn't get it done. We've got a lot of fixed this week, but we're excited that we've got San Diego State coming to Bulldog Stadium, another quality opponent. Coach Long and his staff have done a great job since being there. He's an excellent defensive coach, presents a ton of problems because schematically they do some different things. They're a pressure-based defense, create a lot of havoc. And he knows this league very, very well, having been in it at New Mexico and now at San Diego State. And then offensively, they're a very balanced team. They're going to start with the run. Andy Ludwig, their offensive coordinator, familiar name around here, did a great job here. He's doing a great job at San Diego State. They've got two excellent running backs. They're averaging about 250 yards a game rushing, which sets up their play-action pass game. And Ryan Katz, their quarterback, is doing a very efficient job at that. They're averaging about 200 yards throwing. So, again, another difficult opponent that we look forward to the challenge, especially with it being the first game of league play.
Any other thoughts about Saturday's game after reviewing film?
Well, it's like I touched on in an opening statement. It was really an opportunity that we let slip through our fingers. We knew Tulsa was an excellent opponent. We thought we had a good plan. We thought we had a good week of practice. We executed well early and didn't sustain that. And as you look at the tape, there's reasons why we didn't do that. I mentioned before we dropped, I believe, 9 balls. We've had problems on third down. We had 5 of those drops on third down. You convert those 5 with catches. And instead of going, I believe we're 9 for 23, now you're 14 for 23, and you're over 50%, and that's where you want to be. So that was obviously disappointing. Defensively, we did some good things. I thought we really shut down the run against an excellent running team, but a couple of critical plays we gave up, and you can't do that. I like the takeaways our defense created, but the bottom line, and this happens no matter if you're playing a good offense, good defense, or whatever, Tulsa's defense outplayed our defense on Saturday. We did some good things, but their defense played better. Offensively, we did some good things, but Tulsa's offense played better. And in special teams, their special teams played better. So at the end of the day, whether we got to win 3-2 or 73-72, you got to outplay each other's segments. We didn't do that.
What does it mean to get Rashad back this week?
That's huge. He's a senior leader for us. I think he brings a toughness. He definitely brings speed to the table and experience. He's chomping at the bit to play. It's hurt him not being in for 4 games, which I expected. It's hurt our team not having him. So we're excited to have him play.
Will he start?
We'll see how it goes this week, but I anticipate he'll start.
What does he do that makes things, helps you guys' offense, enhances it?
Well, it's like I mentioned. I mean, he's got big play making ability. He's shown that he's done it in the past. He's got experience, understands our offense very, very well. He's an explosive player. He'll likely return punts for us, depending on how things go this week. We'll take some off of Isaiah's plate, and so keep him a little bit more fresh. When we go to our 4-wide package, he'll definitely be starting. Then we were on our 3-wide stuff, depending on how we do practice this week and where we put him. He could be starting on that. So I think anytime you put a player of his caliber on the field as a defense, you've got to account for him. And so I think that'll help our run game and just help our ability to get explosive plays. We only had 5 explosive plays last week against Tulsa. You have to credit them with good defense, but we had 10 explosive plays against an excellent Oregon team. So something tells me that it wasn't just Tulsa, even though they're very, very good. We did not execute nearly as well as we should have, and we pointed that out this morning in our film review. There's too many little things that we neglected to do that we've got to get corrected this week.
It would seem Rashad would help against the blitz. I think passing against the blitz in the second half, 2 of 6, but 2 of those were drops. How did you think Derek handled their pressure?
Well, I thought he did a decent job. Most times he saw it coming. When they're only bringing 5 we expect to be able to pick it up. When we didn't every time. So if you've got a quarterback who's worried about the blitz and not looking down the field and attacking the coverage, you've got an issue, and Derek doesn't do that. We've got to get the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker, but part of that is we got to get receivers not getting rerouted, and that happened too many times.
Is that missed field goal at the end of the first half kind of an emotion swinging thing for both teams?
I think it can be. Clearly I think it sparked them. They were excited at the end of the half. We were disappointed that we did not hit it, but again, that's part of football. We had guys drop passes. We had guys blow coverages. We had guys not fit their gaps. We had a kicker didn't make a field goal. I mean, you can pick any one play out of probably 15 that if the opposite happened, we win that football game, then we did.
Coach, homecoming, you have what seems to be a lot of former players coming back, and with all that, what does that mean to have that kind of support from former players to come in, and will you let them speak to your guys on Friday as they start to filter into town?
Well, a couple things. Since we've been here, I've tried to re-engage our football alumni, no matter what area you played in. We have closed practices, but they're open to our alums. We're excited about our history, about our legacy, and I want those guys to connect with our team because this is that next chapter. And then for our current players, I want them to realize, hey, Bulldog football doesn't end in 4 or 5 years. There's guys out there that gave their blood, sweat, and tears to this program that it means something to. And so to give those guys an opportunity, absolutely, I want those guys to come to practice, and when they do, they'll have opportunities to talk to our guys. This weekend, we're going to have Ron Rivers and Michael Pittman will be our honorary captains, and they'll be at pregame. They'll be talking to our guys in the locker room and lead us on out. So we're going to continue to try to do that each and every week. I think it is big for our players and our program.
Does it help that there's some familiarity for your players that they just played these guys in December, even though they've lost Burris and Hillman, that you have some recent tape to look at with these guys as well as this year's stuff?
Well, I mean, we looked at last year's stuff, but with the new quarterback and the new running backs, they really are different. Defensively, they're probably similar, but we're different. And so you look at spread teams and how they defend those type of teams. They're a pro style. They're going to get in some one back with 2 tight ends and 2 backs with 1 and 2 backs with 2 tight ends. And so they're going to try to be a physical smash mouth team. And then they've got some vertical threats, and they try to stretch the field vertically off of that. That philosophy hasn't changed, but the personnel has. They've got an excellent tight end who I didn't mention. I mean, he's a 6'6", 250-pound tight end that's preseason all Mountain West player. We know they're going to be difficult to stop. There's a reason they're one of the top offenses in the country.
Talk about, this is the week you start chasing the championship. Your slate's clean, 0-0. You stress that with your guys?
Absolutely. We talked about it Saturday after the game. As badly as we felt Saturday, I reminded our guys that our #1 goal starts this week, and we are undefeated in the league. There's some teams in this league that have a win. There's others that are 0-1, and our slate's clean. We've got a very good San Diego State team coming to our house, and we can't change what happened Saturday, but we can affect how we practice and how we play this Saturday. So I think our guys are ready for the challenge.